Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, I was listening to Chicken Talk. We had an interview with Stephen Espinoza. And Espinoza was talking about that Showtime schedule could be coming after the Super Bowl. And he kind of like told on himself too about, you know, him not really being in a negotiation. So I'm gonna speak on that. I spoke on it on Tuesday's live. So you know, I'll probably be seeing this Thursday. So he pretty much said that, you know, they not gonna be like the Zone to release a schedule in the midst of the Super Bowl, hyping to get lost in the sauce. And he kind of took a shot at the Zone. And that schedule, I peaked that this week. Like I said, I'm not watching no more fights that don't pique my interest. You know, if it turned out to be a great fight, I'll go back, do a review on it, go back, watch it, do it. But I just ain't wasting my time no more. You know, we need those. You need good fights. And then all the solid to good fights, you got to pay pay-per-view for. Pay-per-view is supposed to be exceptional fights. Mouth-watering fights. And the proof's in the pudding. The more mouth-watering the fight is, the more pay-per-view views it do. But at the end of the day, he said that they got a schedule coming, and after the Super Bowl, and they'll release something after then. So, according to him, it don't sound like they going out of business. It sounds like they gonna be in it for at least another, maybe 6 months, quarter to 6 months. But the thing about it is, Showtime just can't. They need programming still. So that's why you say, Showtime could, some of the programs on Showtime could be coming to an end by the end of 2023. So come February 23rd, they supposed to be CBS, Showtime and Paramount, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, excuse my language. They supposed to be coming up with a town hall to inform the employees up in LA about what's the future of the network. So we should know somewhere around there what's gonna happen with Showtime. So, and what's gonna happen with boxing. So Espinoza seemed to be under the impression that they will carry on. Okay? And obviously he gonna tell that to boxing fans because he not gonna say, well, they think about cutting us, so we gotta wait to see about it. He not gonna tell you the truth. So apparently he said the schedule is coming. So and they said they getting rid of programming that's doing 10% or less than 10% of their 10%. I think it's less than 10% that account for less than 10% of their views. So they didn't really speak on the sports aspect of it inside the NFL, the sports documentaries and stuff of that nature. So we gotta wait and see. But he said the schedule is coming. I would guess that would be a rescheduling of Jamel Charlo. I guess that would be a schedule of Jamal Charlo. Possibly the return of Danny Garcia, Erislandy Lara, maybe something like, just a couple of those fighters. But cool. Only time gonna tell. But I think O'Sheik Foster fighting soon. Ray Vargas. I have interest because I like O'Sheik Foster. Ray Vargas fighting more exciting now these days, so that should be a barn burner. But Figueroa and Mayaxo, don't really care to see it, bro. That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of their time. That's a waste of our time. Mayaxo ain't no good. Figueroa should have him out there by 6 rounds, to be honest. It was at 122. Figueroa looked drained, be interesting, but yeah, he said the schedule is coming. So you gotta take him at his word for it. I shot Chicken Talk for an interview. But he also kind of said something else that was very, very interesting. He went on and said that he not in negotiations, which I told y'all. He said he only can really see how the negotiation is going by how the paperwork flow in. So he says that he looks at the paperwork. That's what he said. He looks at the paperwork. You know, and how the paperwork is coming in and coming, and that's what he look at. How, you know, he says that they sent Golden a contract. I think he said a couple days ago, a week ago, it was some stuff like that, and they haven't sent it back yet, because he said they sent them a revised, you know, draft, and they haven't sent it back yet. And then Oscar jumps on social media. But you got to put the dots together. Guess what? Espinoza is, you know, I think it's disrespectful to actual middleman to call him a middleman. He really ain't no middleman, bro. He just one of the dudes that Al tell him what he want from the network, and he tell he take it to the network. The network, you know, say, well, we can give you this, or we can't give you this, or this is what we can do. And he go back to Al. That's what he is. You know, I think it's disrespectful to say he brokered the deal neither. Really, they can cut him out the game and just deal directly with Al Heyman and say they sell some salary. That's how I look at it. You know, but hey, but he, you know, he went on and said that I lost my train of thought. Real talk. But he, you know, give me a minute. Yeah, he went on and said that he not actually in those negotiations. He just can go. He go by how the paperwork is coming in and coming out. You know, he said, well, Terrence Crawford took a long time to send it back. He says, well, then I see Ryan and Oscar took a long time to send it back. You know, but my thing is this. Guess what? I'm not gonna send no shit back if I ain't talking to the other party about it. Why would I send something back with demands? Have my people revise and say we need this and that and the third, when I can call Al Heyman and be like, look, Al, this shit ain't right. This is what I want. You can't make it happen. F you. We moving on. Or we can, but that's fine. But we need this, that, and the third. So that's why he don't know what's going on in negotiation. That's why he looking at the paperwork saying, well, it's taking a long time to come back. That's why, man, a lot of stuff he be saying to the boxing, to the public is bullshit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I know when he BSing, bro. He full of it too. Like he had the press conference with Benavidez and Plan said, well, you know, boxing offers deliver the big fights or some shit. He said, you full of shit. Everybody know that. You full of it. You full of it. You full of it. You full of it. So, like I told y'all, he not in negotiations, bro. He don't know what's going on. He only know what's going on probably from the PBC side of things, and that's what Al Heyman telling him. He in the same position as Earl Spence. The only difference is he can see probably both sides of the paperwork. And Earl Spence just said, well, I got my contract, I'm goody. Espinoza can see the paperwork coming in, but he not in negotiations. You know, he's the dude from Showtime. He's a Showtime dude. Showtime. He doing what's the best interest of the network. He doing the best interest of the network. Al Heyman is doing what's the best interest of the event and his fighters. So he said, well, you know, I only can really tell by how the paperwork come through and how so fast it come in and how slow it come in. At the end of the day, dog, I'm going to get the paperwork. We going to go over it. Guess what? I'm going to holler at Al. I'm not going to send the paperwork back with demands that Al Heyman not verbally agreeing to. That's crazy. They don't work like that. And like I told y'all, he not 10 toes down in negotiations. He only know what the paperwork say, or he only know what they want him to know. He not talking to Crawford. He probably ain't talking to Crawford like that, if at all. It's Al and Crawford probably chopping it up. Al had his manager chop it up with, Crawford had his manager chop it up with Al. They got nowhere. Crawford said, well, I'll take it over. They still ain't got nowhere. So people still asking for that fight is crazy, bro. It ain't happening. Welterweight, it ain't happening. Let it go, man. Earl Spence don't want to fight. Stephen Fulton exposed that. Earl Spence don't want to fight. And it's okay, man. It is what it is, bro. I'm gonna keep streaming this shit, bro. And I'm gonna keep not watching the stuff I don't want to watch. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, bro. So I already told y'all, if you let somebody like Stephen Espinoza talk enough, he gonna tell on himself. Just listen. Just listen to the cadence of his voice and how you get uncomfortable and shit. Man, he ain't built to be running his mouth to the public. He trying to save face. That's all he trying to do, save face before they go out of business. We'll see what this schedule look like. If it is a schedule. Like I told y'all, he ain't negotiating no venues. He ain't negotiating no X's and O's when it come to all this. Come on. He ain't. But hey, that's all I got, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. It's in the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time, Good Fella TV. Peace.